No, I was purposely muted because the music was loud. So I turned it down just a little bit. Groovy, I'm glad you're here. Are you saw your message on the Discord. You're juiced up for more art. Are you gonna be working on Joker? I was wondering, I didn't want to ask. Because I figured you might show up. Are you gonna be working on more Joker or what? You don't know yet? Are you gonna come up with something new? Smoke another cigarette. All right. See, like today, these are the last two things we did, right? And these look completely different. Maybe turn on a little bit more light. See, and they look completely different. Like, I guess you could say I was studying my own art a little bit today, just because the lines on this guy are just so much heavier. So, I mean, they both look like good enough to me, but I kind of want to work on this guy a little bit more. Like as far as color goes. Oh, first thing we got to do is take out some of that graphite though, because he's wearing so much white that it's going to be pretty obvious if we don't take it out. So we're erasing a little bit right now. Oh, dang. X-Gecko. Hey, what's up, man? You subbing? Why are you subbing? You don't gotta do that. Thank you for that, X-Gecko. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you, thank you. You found a reference. Hey, no, you're good. Just as long as you find something, right? Just as long as you find some reference or something to do. Like, for me, like, bro, I've hit that art block so many times. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, but lately I've been hitting the drawing board pretty hard lately, so. Yeah, even like this one was kind of a challenge for me just because it was kind of done in a little bit of a different style. What's the challenge that you got, Groovy? Accuracy? Like the look or the costume has to be accurate, or are you copying the style of someone else that has to be accurate? Or is it like lots of fine detail? That could mean a whole lot of things. The face mainly. Okay. There are lots of like folds in the face, lots of value. The person needs to be recognized. Is it a real person? Is it an actor? Is it the one that you showed us before? It'll be a surprise. Okay, okay. Okay, we'll change the music after this loop gets finished. Yeah, I haven't drawn an actor in quite a while. It's fun to do. It is a challenge. It's fun to do. I haven't drawn an actor in a while. Maybe it's time to draw an actor. The thing is, it's just like I get kind of... I guess I feel a little bored by being limited by an actual person's face, whereas with something like this, I can make it look as strange as I need it to look. But anyway. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, honestly, I should probably be drawing more like real life anyway, just for practice, but I just love drawing these fictional, you know, crazy looking faces anyway. See, like, for me, I think realism is a little bit overrated. That's just me. Okay, let's bring this one out. Let's keep this one out. This one. Korean artist person illustration. What kind of style are you thinking of in particular? Or is there an artist that I might know you're thinking of? The Korean art style? Korean art style of character. Do you mean like the manhwa, like the cartoon manga style that Koreans do? Okay, let me see. I'm curious to know what you're talking about. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, it definitely, just by looking at the girl, just by looking at the figure, the character, like you can tell there's lots of Korean beauty standards in the character, right? I mean, as far as the art style goes, though, you say it's too clean, like it's too simple. Is that what you mean? It's too simple? It's definitely more painterly. It's more painterly. And there's nothing necessarily wrong for that. Honestly, it's like really trendy right now. It's really trendy, right? But I don't know if I'm not a good enough artist or I'm just very bored by that. I don't practice that kind of art. Like you look at something like that, right? It's painted up, it's nice, it's very hip. But I love getting just like all these little lines in. I just love all the big, bold, black inkiness. I like getting all the dirt and grime in here. This is what I like. Something like this. The beauty standard, not gonna lie, they look cute, but I know they faking a lot. Yeah, Korean people faking? What? I've never heard of that. Korean people don't fake, do they? I don't think they do. Maybe they do. I can see some of these edges are looking a little bit unkempt, so we're just gonna make sure they're nice and smooth. We don't want any sloppy lines on this guy. You don't want to insult me. I don't think you're going to insult me a whole lot, Groovy. I mean, like, you don't have to say any of those things, but like, I can definitely take a joke. I make fun of Korean people all the time, you know. But definitely, the older Korean people, like maybe like the Korean people that's generationally like the current generation, as opposed to the generation that like me and came before me, they're kind of different, you know. Like modern day and age Koreans, they're a little bit different. So you also have to understand, like, there's a difference because of the generational gap too. It's not like all Koreans are like that. You know, like for the longest time, Korean people were like very humble and very like modest, but now they're all like hot and like trend setting and crap like that, you know? Moroccan beauty standards are trash. Well, what are some of the Moroccan beauty standards? I'm not too well versed in that myself. Shaking your head. They wanted to use it on themselves, right? They weren't your little cousins were trying to use it on you, were they? They got Western Islands. Some of them get fatter. It's all that good Moroccan food, man. What you talking about? Good Moroccan food. Honestly, here in the States, if you say Morocco, honestly, probably 3/4 of Americans probably couldn't point to it on a map. That might sound a little bit mean, but it's somewhat of an observation as well. So I'm not being pointed either. But it also comes with the added element of exoticism. Like if you say you're from Morocco, people are probably gonna think that you're exotic in some kind of way. Sure, some of these lines are nice and tight. There we go. Turn them just a little bit. Right there. Pull one of my You figured your identity crisis out, dang. You sound like you're one of those like kids that were always roughhousing, if that's what you're doing. You're the ethnic Moroccan, but you're German, you're just ethnic Moroccan. Very light lines. I mean, you also have to understand that, like, even the Korean, like, art that you're showing me, like, let's say, like, maybe 15 or 20 years ago, like, Korea didn't have, obviously, the attention that it has now, but it also didn't have quite as strong of an artistic identity either. So for the Korean people to have such a strong artistic identity now, I think that's good. I think when any kind of culture can have that identity, especially for art and expression, is usually a good thing, I think. It's nice that the Korean people have a style that they can call their own, you know? Because for the longest time, they were just, like, basically copying Japan or copying, like, China or whatever. That was kind of, like, the popular opinion. Koreans are good in movies and TV shows. Oh, you like Old Boy? I still haven't seen Old Boy. That movie gets referenced. Like, everyone says, like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but lots of people say that, and I think it was Old Boy, but the Daredevil TV show took a lot of scenes right from Old Boy. And I remember I was talking to my mom about Old Boy a long time ago, and she was like, "Oh no, don't watch that movie. It's like, it's too like violent and sad." And I was like, "What you talking about?" But she's not really into those kind of movies anyway, you know? So I kind of expect her to say that stuff to me. Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm behind. I haven't seen all of Squid Game. I haven't seen Parasite. I haven't seen Old Boy. But I have seen, like, lots of other Korean movies. I actually like the more, like, a little bit more historical Korean movies, if I have to watch something like that. And see, it's like, now we were just talking about this last stream, right? Now we got K-pop Demon Hunters, right? And so now it's like, now Korean, like, mythology and, like, really old culture is now, like, entering the fore, which is something I never thought would happen. Like, you have to understand, like, growing up, and when a Korean movie was on, or a K-drama was on, it was just, like, goofy and kind of esoteric, and it wasn't popular like it was now. Now it's like people apparently really love K-drama, and to me it's like silly because it was just always present in my life. It's a difficult topic, but I recommend it. Yeah, because I think it has something to do with, like, I think it's like being kidnapped and like held for like years and years in captivity. I think that's what the movie's about. It's a really, like, dark subject matter. So it does look like his gloves are reflective, so I'm just going to texture out the gloves a little bit so they're reflective style gloves. They're reflective. The reason they like K-dramas is because Western dramas are trash now these days. Bro, if you've ever watched a K-drama, not only are there so many to choose from, but a lot of them are just, like, dumb, you know? So it's like, yeah, maybe Western dramas aren't as good, but there's plenty of like subpar, mediocre K-dramas to choose from, dude. Like, there is. I've seen a few of them. Yeah. Here, let's scan. It's like hella Korean people doing comic books too, even like Western American Marvel and DC comic books. There's more Korean artists, there's more Korean writers, there's even more Korean characters. Luna Snow. I remember when Luna Snow debuted like 10 years ago, and I was just like back when she was brand new, and I was like, oh, that's cool. There's actually like a Korean character that's like an actual explicitly Korean character. That's cool. See, like back then it was novel. Now it's like, now there's so many more of them. So it's not quite as like fresh and new now, but back then I was surprised because I'd never seen that before. You know, it was always like Chinese, Japanese, really. Which isn't a criticism either. Like Chinese and Japanese characters are too. So we're gonna make this. More artistic endeavors on the whole planet. Yeah, me too. It's just you can't like force an entire like country or culture of people to like instantly pick up art. It kind of has to happen a little bit more naturally, you know? Competition is good for customers, yeah. Competition is supposed to keep the marketplace like somewhat fresh too, but it kind of died out like a while ago. Now it seems like American comic books are finally getting back to it. Kind of. They're not like 100% recovered yet, but they still got a ways to go. Looks like for the most part they're heading in the right direction, so that's good. Like they're no longer giving like the most recognizable characters to like the most inexperienced writers. Because like even with like the thing I was just mentioning about like the Korean, more so the writers have it the worst, I think. And that's not just the Korean writers, it's just the writing department in general. Like they literally just hire a Korean person to write a story about Korean characters just because they're Korean. It's like that doesn't really constitute for a good story, is it? Just because they're Korean, they have to write a Korean project now? Or it's, you know, the same thing happened to Dwayne McDuffie back at DC Comics. It's like they wouldn't let him write a character that wasn't black. And he got like really sick and fed up with that. It's like, why is it that you're not gonna let me write like anyone else? Like I want to write these other but they like deliberately kept him on only writing black people for the longest time. That, you know what that is? That is a retro flex. Where is my retro flex? Where's my retro flex? It's here somewhere. Oh, that's... Where is it? Seems like it's at the very bottom. Here it is. Here it is. That is a retro flex. There we go. Thank you for telling me, retro. Thank you for telling me, retro. And of course, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope your appointment went good and everything. Do I want to? I feel like we really should, so I'm gonna go with the full. Or should we make it bronze? Let's keep it light then. Like I can either use black ink to get that out, or I can use a color. And I'm thinking of bronze maybe, because it's supposed to be a golden glove. Okay, hey, you're good, Retro. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the lurking and everything, man. It's not going to be a terribly long stream anyway, but I felt like I had to hit the drawing board and get some more of this guy done. Very, very light. I used to do like really light lines like this a long time ago until I started to learn to trust my line a little bit more and trust the usage of the ink. Because, you know, once you lay it down, it's committed. So I, for a long time, was really scared about using like heavy lines and heavy ink usage. But now that I understand shadow a little bit better, it's my preferred method now. Understanding shadow is very important for this process. Not the best hand, but we're gonna come back over here and make a couple of shiny lines like this. It can be kind of freaky when you come up with something nice, like some nice crispy lines. And then basically the next step is just like dump a bunch of ink on there. That can be a little daunting if you don't know what you're doing. But now I just kind of feel like a lot of people on Twitch don't even practice that anymore. They like to paint. Everything is paint now. Everything is digital paint, so no one's doing, well, no one, but people don't practice shadow or ink usage as much. Kind of sad. Looks like a giant baby. I wonder if anyone's ever made that joke about him in the comic books, that he looks like a giant baby. We're gonna go over the crown of his head one more time and make sure those lines are... That line is a good line. It's looking a little bit sloppy. You know what's kind of ironic is I think the first time the Watcher appears is that would be Fantastic Four number, I'm gonna assume 48. It's either 48 or 49, right? And so obviously Galactus is coming, but the Fantastic Four can only beat him that first initial appearance because the Watcher shows up and tells him. So I'm thinking, like, is the Watcher's not gonna show up. The Watcher isn't gonna show up in this movie. Like, if he does, that'd be really cool. I don't think he's gonna show up, though. You heard the reviews already? Ooh, don't tell me I want to go in fresh. I want to go in fresh. If it's crappy, I want it to be crappy based off of my own review. I don't like getting like review spoiled and then going in with like a subconscious bias, if you know what I mean. You're gonna watch it? I think you watch all of them. You do watch all. You just don't go to the movie theater. You just watch it at home. You're not a movie theater guy. Yeah, Ironheart. Jeez. Yeah, we were talking about Ironheart a little while ago, too. Oh, the Marvels? Yeah, I didn't see that one either. I was just not interested. I was not interested. You know what makes that even worse is I still have I still haven't seen Black Widow. I went to go see Thunderbolts and I knew that the sister in the Black Widow movie was going to be in Thunderbolts. And I thought, this is my chance. This is my chance to go back and watch the Black Widow movie. So I asked a few people and I came to the conclusion, no, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to go in Thunderbolts and just like be surprised and not know what's happening and get like a fresh introduction to this character. So, and I enjoyed it. The dad character, Red Guardian. I feel like they kind of played him up a little bit too much for laughs in Thunderbolts. Yeah, yeah. His name is. See, like I remember his character's name in Stranger Things was Hopper. Geez, what was his name? Because I'm kind of blanking on the actual actor's name right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you think they kind of turned him into like a little bit too much of a joke in the Thunderbolts movie? Groovy. Oh, you know what? I didn't photograph this. Let me photograph this real quick. I did not photograph the black and white. I should do that real quick. Most of the male characters. Marvel's still too woke. Let's see. What male character in that movie wasn't a joke? Because they were hella trashing on US Agent. Bucky like wasn't a joke. I just don't think they got Bucky right. Red Guardian. Yeah, you might be right. Hey, what up, Wolf? What up, Wolf? Well, he had that one really awesome scene on the motorcycle, and then after that, he was just like, I think he was done. Like my issue with Bucky in the current Marvel stuff is that like as it keeps going on, like you can tell the actor is just getting really tired of the role. He's just getting more and more tired, and it's making Bucky look more and more tired. Just watching the Avengers movie. Nice. The first one. I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember the feeling of excitement. I remember the smells. I remember everything. Yeah, yeah, you're good, Wolf. You're good, Wolf. We're actually talking about Thunderbolts. It's funny you should mention that. Okay. I'm going to summon Plastic Man, and I'm going to photograph this really quick just so I have a photograph. Bob. He's like, my name's Bob. He's like hiding behind like a cargo container, and he's like, I'm Bob. All right. Plastic Man? No, not that. Here we go. Photograph. Quick photograph. Okay. All right, we good. Okay, so really quick on that note, I did want to mention something about Bucky and Thunderbolts. And because I think everyone here in chat has seen Thunderbolts, I can talk about this. Let's get some music on first. Good acting where he realizes he doesn't need to obey anyone. Bucky, you mean? When he doesn't need to obey anyone? Oh, yeah. That's because his so much of his character revolved around being like either stuck under someone's thumb or being haunted by himself. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he did a good job. I think they did a decent job writing the character, and the actor did a good job too. But really quick, So, do you remember the part? Does anyone remember the part in Thunderbolts when the she's the congresswoman's assistant and Bucky is talking to her because Bucky's actually he's like a senator or a representative or something. He's basically a politician in America and he's talking to this lady and he's basically stumbling over his words. He's acting a little bit nebbish. He kind of seems like he doesn't know what to say. And then I thought, remember back in the first Captain America movie when he was talking to girls and he was suave and cool and collected? And I thought, like, Bucky would not trip over his words talking to anyone. He wouldn't trip over his words talking to a girl or talking to Captain America or his superiors or anyone. So I was just, I was struck by that scene. Yeah, I didn't quite like that. Didn't quite like that. It seems like he should have a little bit more confidence. But that's why I say, like, even during that scene, he was tired. He was just fatigued. He was worn out. He was just done. Bucky is just tired of everyone's stuff. Everyone's stuff, including his own. Oh yeah. Like when he debuted in that first Cap movie, he was a ladies' man for sure. He was handsome. He was confident. He was charming. Not to have yeah. Well, the only thing I can think of is that Thunderbolts to all the way in the 1940s when he was debuting as Bucky, so much has happened that it's basically taken the toll on this guy, this man. And so he lost his confidence. Like he really is, the character is tired. He doesn't have confidence anymore. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's living in a world he doesn't recognize. He's tired of being used by people. So that's the only explanation I can come up with, but I still don't quite like it. I like my heroes to have a little bit more, zhuzh, a little bit more confidence is key, right? No friends. I know, how sad is that? How sad is that? No friends. Like arguably the most heroic character. I think it might not even be up for argument. The most heroic of the bunch in that movie, Bucky, has no friends. So no confidence, no friends. He's working a job he doesn't like. He's a politician. He has no idea how to be a politician. You still need to, but alone. Yeah, that's what Bucky's doing. But thankfully he found the Thunderbolts, right? Thankfully he found a team to be a part of, right? Jeez, I feel bad for Bucky. All right, so let's get the Watcher reference back up real quick so I know what kind of color we're coloring him. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The world constantly changing, taking a toll on him. Yeah. And I understand the world taking a toll on him. I understand that. I understand that that's supposed to be like a part of his character at this point now. But I don't think it really changes how I feel. Like I even though the world's taken its toll on him, I still want him to like find some kind of happiness, and he hasn't. He's not confident, no friends, he's alone. He knows he's alone, and he's working a job that he has no idea what to do, and he doesn't particularly like. So it's like, my man Bucky just keeps on taking the hit. He keeps on taking the hit. And he had like one really, really cool scene in Thunderbolts, and then that was kind of it. Like that scene that he had in Thunderbolts on the motorcycle, that was straight up Terminator. They straight up stole that from Terminator 2, and they made Bucky the freaking Terminator. Where's my Terminator? Right here. Okay, we're gonna use some flats. We're just gonna flat him out first. We're gonna go really light first. Ooh, this might be too. Hold on. It's too green. It's too green. This one right here. Yeah, probably this one. Make him a joke and make him miserable. That's the sad part. I don't want them to be miserable. That's why, like, even though I kind of don't like it, I'm kind of glad that Steve kind of had his happy ending, you know? You want the hero character to have his happy ending, and Steve got that. The comics are just so different from the movies. Like, even like Batman, say for instance, like exists in this weird kind of limbo state where writers don't know if he should enjoy being Batman. And me personally, like I love when the hero can actually enjoy being the hero, actually like being their like hero self. I think that's cool. It's joyous and not miserable. Or hard to watch, or heartbreaking, or harsh because it's too real, you know? Hawkeye actor showed them the middle finger. Good on him. He was just tired of their crap. He's like, nah, I didn't get crushed on a freaking by a tractor. You get like half my paycheck. I'm not doing that. He knows what he's worth. He knows what he's worth. And see, like, that's another one. Like, even Hawkeye, like, their version of Hawkeye in the Marvel movies, he acts nothing like that in the comics. He acts nothing like that in the comics. He is, like, way too self-serious in the movies. But I mean, he got away from Marvel, so I guess yay? Now we have Haley Steinfeld to replace Jeremy Renner. Kind of a weird turn of events, but whatever. I think it's because they keep alluding to the fact that they want to do like a Young Avengers movie, and I, for one, I just could not be less interested. I just think the Young Avengers it's kind of a kiddies club, and all those characters, I don't care about any of those characters. Which isn't to say that, like, I can't be persuaded. You know, I could be persuaded to like those characters, I just have no interest in them. Don't know Hawkeye built for when he was a badass in the comics. Yeah, he was a badass, and he was a little bit more laissez-faire, a little bit more of a jokester, a little bit more of a kind of a loudmouth, disturbing the peace. But they really lifted the ultimate version of Hawkeye from the comics and put him in the movie. That's kind of what they were going for, the ultimate version of Hawkeye. Okay, and this is going to be, I think it's blue. Okay. Okay, and this is supposed to be blue. And then this right here, some people have this as white, so I'm gonna double check this one, and then this is gonna be blue, right? Because both of these should be blue. Let's double check. Ubisoft. We're trashing on Ubisoft now. It's a little too easy to do, isn't it? Freaking Safe Space, I don't even think debuted. Like literally, that comic got made fun of so much they didn't release #1. It's well deserved, yeah, Ubisoft. Okay, it's looking like it's supposed to be blue. Yes, so I think I'll go with blue. Which is good for me. Oh yeah, I vaguely have heard about that. Yeah, stop killing games. Really? Why? Because they don't want you to own any of their products. How could a company say something so antithetical as that? Oh, really? He just hands over ownership of Ubisoft to his son. That's messed up. He probably doesn't know anything about freaking the actual, like, game deving side of it. They just need some new leadership, which is just, you know, it's sometimes hard to find the right person for the job, especially when you're hooking up your freaking son and everything. Interested in the things they do, yeah. Yeah, Ubisoft is too big. Too big to have those kind of people around. They're too greedy. Why are they trying to tell people to kill their games? Because they literally don't want people to, like, have something with zero support on it, and if there's no support on a game, then they can't make any money. Is that what they're saying? Like, as soon as support dies for a game, you should throw it away. Greed, yeah. Like I'm saying, you're too greedy. Let's use the chisel. Oh, are they the ones that said that? Yeah, you're gonna own nothing and be happy. Some of them are gamers, really? I haven't heard that one, Groovy. I have not heard that one, admittedly. There's a little bit of lead there. Yeah. And his Xbox account got compromised. That's awesome. Especially the gaming. I hope you're right, Groovy. Someone needs to tell these companies like what they can and can't do. Because some of that shit is messed up. I wonder what politician got his friggin' Xbox account hacked or whatever. Locked out. That's awesome. See, it's not a problem for him until it actually happens to him. Right? That's messed up. Of course it was the Romanian, right? No, I'm joking. We'll see how it turns out, yeah. I don't know, Groovy. Are you still playing games? Are you still playing games, Groovy? Doom Square, thank you for summoning the tick. Thank you for the follow. Working on the... Who's this guy? The Watcher. On the Watcher. Gaming depression. Got boomed out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basil, hey, what's up? Hello, Basil. The mysterious Basil has shown up once again. How are you doing? What are you doing? Big chillin', little chillin'? Just chillin'? Nice, nice. That's what I want to hear. Square, yeah. We do a lot of chilling over here on the stream. I've been told that this is a very chill stream. Art again? You're back on the art thing? Oh no! More art! Are you doing sequentials? Are you doing the sequentials again? Trying to get it done? Hell yeah. Okay, so the blue and the gloves are gold, so let's flat the gold out. For the gold, we're gonna do a bright yellow, and then we're gonna go over it on top with a bronze. Actually, let's get this one. Doing the paneling. Are you on the Basil? You got to tell me. Are you on like the storyboard part? Something to show today. Are you still storyboarding? Or are you doing the actual like finals of the sequentials right now? For how you want the art to look. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So it sounds like you're doing a little bit of experimentation then, huh? Kind of doing a little bit of art training, a little bit of experimentation. I've been reading a little bit more about doing sequential art panels, so maybe I'll do some of that here in the future. I would really like to. I would really like to test myself with something like that. I've done redraws of panels before, of like entire pages, but it's been a while since I did that. It's a good exercise. See, what I really need to start doing is actually illustrating my own comic here on stream instead of just drawing like everyone else's character, which is fun. But that comic is only going to get made if I sit down and actually like draw my own stuff. And a little bit more over here. Okay. Now we got to do the gloves, and that should be it for the yellow. Okay, let's use the chisel for this part. Oh, it's so saturated. Complete saturation. This is one of my newer pens. You're talking about like getting locked out of your own game, right, Groovy? Friggin', you want to talk about like game companies abusing their power? Friggin', that's hella Nintendo, man. Are you kidding me? And like right now, everyone's just like, I don't know. It's like everyone's playing Donkey Kong right now, and it looks all fine and good. I'm glad people are having fun playing Donkey Kong, but it doesn't really change like how the company behaves, which is a little on the crappier side of things. It almost looks like a Wreck-It Ralph video game or something, you know, the Donkey Kong game. I never beat. The one I played the most of was 64, and I never beat the original Donkey Kong Country. So maybe I'll have to stream that, right? Donkey Kong Country. Okay, let's go over here. Actually, flip it like that. Oh yeah, by the way, Groovy, if you're there, I don't know if it interests you, but lots of people are participating in Art Fight this year. And if you have trouble thinking of a subject to draw, that might be a good avenue for you. I saw it and I thought of you. Let's see if we can. Better. Okay, we'll do the skin tone and then the gray tones on the white shirt. Skin tones. That's too pink. Need something a little bit lighter. Yeah, this is the one right here. Let's see if we can use the chisel. Ooh, there's a little bit of lead there. That's okay. Right up here. Almost seems like this one wants to go dry, huh? And then the head. Giant baby head. That didn't turn out good, that little freaking piece of graphite there. Yeah, this feels like it wants to dry. I don't know how far we're gonna get with this one. This one might get tossed today, actually. I will press as hard as I can with this one, and then I'll toss it. Just squeeze out every last drop of pigment you can get with this guy. This marker is dying. I'm just gonna press really hard with it, and then move on to a different, hopefully close enough color. There's like nothing coming out of here now. Okay, it's dead. Look at that. That tip is just wasted. That's wasted. Nothing coming out of here now. Okay. So we'll try and get as close as we can to it. It was I think it was like a light pink. Yeah, this one works. Giant baby head. The inking is super crispy. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one was a little bit more of an experimentation because I wanted to kind of keep the line a little bit more economic. And so what I mean when I say that is just try to be a little bit more passive. Try to get a little detail out of it by using less line. So it was definitely an exercise and an experiment, and I think it turned out okay. A little bit different. I'm usually way more aggressive with the lines, but I wanted to keep things a little bit lighter this time around. Basil me too. Like where is it? So I was just looking at this one earlier, right? And it's like this thing is like you can feel the ink on this thing like with your fingers. It's like there's ink covering this page, right? And then this same artist completely different school of line theory though. And so like my instinct is to just like cover the page in line, right? But this one I want to try something a little bit new. I almost want to like print a copy of it and then go over it again with like a heavy line usage just to kind of experiment and see. But we're gonna get them colored for now. Okay, so we got that. Now we're gonna do the gray tones. We got the special gray tone markers just for this occasion. Ooh, should we use a cool? I'm thinking a warm. Let's do a warm gray. So this one right here. It's the lightest one I got. Nope. I almost wish there was a little bit more white that we could use on the gray tones. The gray tones don't look bad on the white shirts. And maybe a little like over here. And maybe like a little over here. Because we're probably going to end up using this exact same marker on like the arm, like right over here, right? Ooh, comic convention, nice. Are you gonna go in cosplay, Basil? Are you gonna go in cosplay? Why are you going? Like, are you going for the comics? Is it to meet the creators? Are you gonna attend panels? Are you gonna go in cosplay? Are you gonna pick up some cool merch? Are you there to socialize? Oh, you didn't have time. Darn. You're doing it all. Nice, nice, nice. Usually I like to, I kind of the same thing. I like to get some comics, so, you know. Try to get some comics, but last time was just like, just cosplay and like walking around, meeting people, saying hi. It was lots of fun. Meet some celebrities, go to fun events they have going. Ooh, we're gonna go to the dance party afterwards. We're gonna go to the dance party. I'd never been to one of those. I've always wanted to go to one of those, but the opportunity hasn't come yet. Oh, Mark Bagley, nice. I remember when I met him, it was when the con was slowing down and he was just like sitting there at his table with no one to talk to, and I felt kind of bad. So I walked up to him and started just talking with him, just like, oh, hey, Mark, can you sign this? Or like, I love your Spider-Man art, blah, 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 you know, just kind of typical stuff. But I remember he was just really bored and it kind of looked like he needed someone to talk to. Oh, Mark Bagley reviewing your art? Nice, nice. I hope you had good things to say. I hope you had glowing reviews. I hope so. Mark Bagley is definitely, he's gotten better over time. His current stuff is probably his like Mo Beta stuff. And if you can get Mark, like if you can get like a really nice illustration with ink, like the right inking on Mark and the right colors on Mark, look great. It looks great. It just doesn't always happen. Alex told me this to me about it. His wife thought Mark Sylvester was the hottest guy ever. Well, it's probably true. Mark was the hottest guy ever for a short amount of time, right? He's like a comic artist and part-time werewolf. And hello, Ninja Cowboy. How are you? What are you doing? Mowing the lawn again, maybe? Big chillin', little chillin'. Alright, so flats are done. We're gonna keep this part empty. I'm actually thinking about making this part space, like a space constellation background, but it's gonna be in the collar. Because the only other thing you can do with that popularly is to just make it all black. Which I can do, I just think it might look kind of like way too much. Way too much. So we're gonna keep that white for now, and instead we're just gonna, I think we're gonna attack the blues again. So let's see, is this the one we want? Yeah, that one looks good. Ooh, Kevin Maguire, yeah. He gave me some really good advice, I remember. I was talking with Kevin a few years ago, and I was just saying, like, what, do you have any advice for any aspiring artists? And he said, don't try to be the next this guy. Don't be the next this person or the next hot trendsetter guy. Like, don't be the next Mark Bagley. Don't be the next Kevin Maguire. He said, be the next you. That's the advice he told me. And that's coming from Kevin Maguire. Like, so many people copy his faces, right? But it was refreshing to hear something like that from an artist that's so characterized and known for his faces, right? Mark Morales is one of the best inkers right now, in my opinion. Mark Morales, you might have to remind me what he was inking. I probably know it as soon as you say what it is. Feeding Baby. Good job, Ninja Cowboy. How's Baby treating you? Is the baby looking a little bit like Is the baby looking a little bit like this? Is that how the baby looks when baby doesn't get fed? So I remember last time I did this on stream when we were busting out the markers and doing this, like it seemed like for the most part people enjoyed the coloring. That's never my favorite part, but I'm gonna try and do the best I can. This cape might not look the best. All I'm saying is that it might look a little spotty, but I'm gonna try and do my best. My color theory is not as strong as my line theory. Marvel DC image, Mark Morales? Hold on, let's see something. He's not bald. The resemblance is uncanny. Other than that, the resemblance is uncanny. Mark Morales, I probably know it. I probably know him. Let's see, let's see. You already know inkers do not get the kind of respect illustrators get. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah. So this guy is the guy that's been inking a lot of Jim Chung artwork then? Is that what I'm getting? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, let's get this saved over here. Let's just do this. Because now you're giving me nightmares again, Basil. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, this thing right here. So this is the Mark Morales art, and I remember this page specifically because this is right before Jonathan Hickman kills all of the Space Knights. This is the image, and this image was badass. I love this illustration. This Jim Chung with Mark Morales on top doing inks. Very crispy. Very crispy. Dude, can we get in more? Like, it looks digital to me. I don't know if he's doing digital, but it looks digital to me. The lines look almost too perfect, but it's good. I like it. The top of the armor came out fantastic because he's supposed to be black armor too. That's a little hard to pull off. I like it. Hatching everywhere. Just on the number. He did a ton of Invincible. Oh, really? Well, he fooled me then. Traditional inks, but they look so good. They're so fine. The line work is so fine and detailed that it looks like it's digital. It's like you open up so many books or even like comics or the manga, and you can instantly tell like that's digital ink. That's digital ink. You can tell just by first look. A bunch of his whips. I'll check them out. Have you been trying to bone up on the inking process there, Basil? Okay, let's get out of there. Let's go back down here. Yeah. We're going like this. Mark Morales. Are you gonna get anything signed by him? Probably got a bunch of Mark Morales stuff to get signed, right? Oh, he's like a surgeon. Like a surgeon. Leave a little talent on the table for the rest of us, Mark, right? It's like there's other inkers out there that have a really dirty line. They have a really like grungy looking line. And it looks good, like depending on what project you're trying to do, like the more moody looking style might be what you want. But it seems to me you like it when it's more crispy, which is nothing wrong with that. It's keen work, very keen. Thanks for the toe redeem, Retro. You didn't scare me with that one, but I thank you for the toe redeem. If he has Invincible, you will. And the last things I got signed were... It was Dan Slott and Ryan Stegman. I got them both to sign my copy of Superior Spider-Man. Number one. Toad in that show had Riz. Yeah, he did. Maybe a little too much for his own good. You gotta listen to the whole rap, Ninja Cowboy. The whole rap is great. It's like a 13-year-old YouTube video, and there's only one. Oh, you're good, Retro. Your presence is always known. You were lurking, right? You're lurking, right? I know you're there, Retro. You're good. All right, let's get in here. Okay. It's getting there slowly. Here. That might be the end of the playlist.
My husband is a veteran, and he...
Turn it up just a little bit. If it gets loud, I'll turn it down.
This is a Dreamcast disc and is for use only on a Dreamcast unit. Playing this disc
Retro.
or other audio equipment can cause serious damage to its speakers.
Retro, you're so young. You're so young, speaking like one of the young people. It was a Dreamcast sound. It was. I know they're playing Soul Calibur. I think I got Kevin McGuire to sign my Justice League International #1, I think is what I got him to sign. And it's like in a post James Gunn Superman world now, and now it's like people are awakened to Guy Gardner now. And that was the comic that really boosted his whole presence in the DC universe, was Justice League International. Very topical for its times. Very topical. Retro B boom. Yeah, talking about Dreamcast. Nah, you're good. I think I had a friend with a Dreamcast a long time ago when I was a kid. I never had one. Okay, and we're gonna go like this. Nah, I think it's gonna go like that. You know who I don't think they got Hawk Girl quite right in that movie, but the movie was already so jam-packed with so much other stuff. I just don't think they left enough enough room in the film for her. We even drew Hawk Girl on this stream, remember that? Alright, we're gonna go down here. Up there, and then this we're gonna make really dark, I think. This one right here. In fact, let's go and get the... Ooh. Maybe this one? This one might be a little bit too adventurous, people. Almost violet now. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. Old man Tommy. Ugh, why did they do that? Ugh. Oh, that sounds even worse. And the writers felt like that was necessary because what? What reason? And we'll go here. So much blue on this guy. So much blue on this page in general. Go over here. Getting there. Richard's doing the Zeo on one screen and then Spider in the other. I like it. Oh, writing too? Nice, nice. Yeah, the only one I have left to read retro is the one that you just recently sent, I think. Because I did read the first version and your own personally revised one. I have read them. And let me see. We got 30 more minutes, and then we're ending stream. Oh, hey, you're good, Retro. Yeah, you're good. Taking care of business, I get it. Okay, so the biggest thing about doing this much blue next to other blue is don't make it look like a giant blob. Let's really avoid making it look like just a giant blue blob. Like, try to put some kind of form in there, right? Right over here, go back over here. Maybe like, I think maybe we'll just do this. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Hoping it does. Okay. Let's leave that alone for now. Let's let it breathe. Let's go back up here onto this part of the shirts. There we go. That song was kind of dragging. 24, yeah, I'm doing a 24-hour dono-thon, everyone. Yeah, I'm not gonna get out of this seat until the timer expires. I could not imagine doing something like that. I actually wasn't even gonna stream today. I just kind of like, I got the wild hair. I changed my mind. Let's see how much of this watcher we can get done. Oh, by the way, Basil, I don't know if you're still there. Send pics, right? When you, I know it's still a ways off, but when you get done over at the con, send pics if you want. Go up here. Oh yeah, we already did this spot. We'll do it again. Oh, that ink is drying up a lot. I know, Retro, I know. I'm already aware of the news. A little sad. Especially like right after his like Black Sabbath goodbye concert too. It's like the timing of it is freaky. I have another. Put this one over here. We do have this really, really dark blue, but I don't know if it's gonna gel good with this thing. This is my Russian blue? Okay, here's my dark blue. I was looking for this one. Yeah, I'm not even like this huge Aussie guy, but I know he had a huge impact, and I still think it's just freaky how it happened right after the farewell tour. It was a show, farewell show. Honored to have watched it. Nice, nice. I think this is the blue that we're gonna be messing around with from here on out, as far as like the darkest blue that we're gonna use on this robe. Yeah, I think we're gonna be using this one. Switch up the music for like the last 20 minutes. Okay, I gotcha, Misunderstood that for a second. Why do you want him to be alone and sad? Retro? Huh? I'd have to go with... Retro dang. Uh, It's nice to keep somewhat of a brisk pace. I haven't felt this artistically energized in some time. It's gone by. Here. You know what? I'm gonna use the olive. Yeah. Avian dinosaur. Yeah. 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 I'd really love to do like a dinosaur OC, but I guess I just haven't had the like proper time to sit down and do something like that. I'd love to make a dinosaur OC. Like maybe something in the vein of Street Sharks, but dinosaurs. Maybe something like that. Even though it's probably been done, I just can't think about it. Okay, let's go back up here. And we're gonna go back in here. And this should probably be a brown anyway. And we're gonna hit this like chest piece thing with the ink one more time before we call it quits. And I mean that in general. I don't mean that like right now. Lines might be a little too crispy here. Will I find out? Okay. Here.